football, culture, movements.
Alright, boom. Welcome back to another episode of FCM. You already know what time it is. Host of the most, Myra Quadri. To my left, the cult hero, summer's finest. Man said legs out, bucket hat.
I'm here.
Activated.
I'm here.
They put some tropical plants behind
Hey,
us.
look at that. Look like I'm in Love Island.
Cam's in the jungle.
I'm in Love Island. Like, yo.
I'm a celeb, bro.
Babe, let's go for a chat. Let's go for a chat.
I'm trying to pull me for a chat, you know.
I'll pull you for a chat.
Cam
pull
could
you for a
never
chat.
go on Love Island. After that, the first episode, is it Ofcom?
Hey,
Bro, the ratings, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what he said. These his views. Obviously, to my right, we've got the podcasting Pepe himself. Fuad CONFIDENT, no soldiers left behind. Big up you wasn't there.
Hey, come on, man.
Big up the people that are here. The FCM chat, you already know what time it is. Like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. You already know what time it is. Business end of the season. Got a few fixtures left. That means we have to captivate everything. This is the moment. This is like
Business.
This is the business end for us. This is
Squeaky
like
bum.
prime entertainment. Even when we have dead games, we've got to make things happen. You get me? So listen, like, share, subscribe. You already know what time it is. Without further ado, let's go into it. As is tradition around here, if your team went out this week, did what they needed to do, got the dub, bad performance or not, hold tight the 3-point collectors. Wherever you are, wherever you may be.
It's been a while.
Welcome back,
I
brother.
also got to see you, man.
Welcome back, brother. Hold tight the participants as well. You got to do what you got to do, you know, you hear me? Takes two teams, takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Tough time never lasts, but tough people do.
Listen, man. And I guess someone said Liaz is never here. Listen, man, Liaz will be back, man. Just, you know, production's producing, innit? People are getting to the bag, innit? So Liaz will be here. But let's get into it, man. United Arsenal. Big fixture. OT.
Twitter classical.
The only game on today. They cleared the schedule.
Hey.
They said prime time Jumbotron. We need to see.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Is there any Man United? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain man were telling
Yeah.
us they had bazookas.
No.
They had ammunition.
No, wait. Certain
They thought we forgot. I
man
conjure cams.
certain man was saying,
I
yo,
ain't you. Don't ever try and box me.
Hey,
Bro.
where's your bazookas,
certain
lad?
man was saying, you man are not used to the party pooping thing. That's a United thing. Party pooping. That's a United thing.
We end runs.
We
yeah.
end runs.
Invincibles.
We party poop.
Remember us? Klopp. Remember us?
Bro.
Remember what we do. OT? Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing, but when it comes to party pooping thing, that's a United thing. Not all clubs can get into that club.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Hey,
That's what I heard.
what
I heard.
Did any of you lot win a trophy today?
That's what I heard.
Because I did.
Hold on, what?
FA Cup Women's Final! United!
Hey, that is some of your nastiest work right
Because you're my
there.
boy, yeah? I'm not gonna throw you underneath the bus. You know what? Because you're my boy, I won't throw you underneath the bus.
Oh,
Thank
look
you.
at
But you know,
this.
I have the opportunity to do
Hold
something.
that threat!
Hold that throughout.
4!
16 years.
4 on your head!
16 years, still waiting.
Hey,
And it's still waiting! We're
Hey,
still
women's.
waiting!
Do you know
you
something?
could have rise with me, no? What? Rise, blood!
4!
Hey, man.
What I will say though
Oh.
is, whilst we're on women's football, it's kind of mad, yeah, that Spurs haven't scored a goal in the final. Apparently, that was since.
What, the Spurs are the football club?
Yeah.
Even the
And
men's?
there's like a UK final.
In the
since
men's?
Woodgate, Yeah.
Since Woodgate?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bruv.
You
4!
got too many finals, man. Last,
yeah,
blood,
4,
man.
blood.
Listen,
Yeah,
take
you
your
know
trophy. Cool, man. What you doing in the men's, though? Don't try to deviate and divert. Let's get back to real business, yeah? Appreciate the women. Big up you lot. But hold up. OT. Let's park the bus there, shall we?
OT. There's never much love when we go OT. Boy, I pray we make it back in one piece.
Hey.
Oh, my London Reds that went up. I pray you make it back in one piece. Boy.
Hey.
Wow. OT. Spooky. First and foremost, before we even get to OT, there's something I want to address, Fuad.
Talk to me.
Did you know that this week they trialed something in the Premier League for the first time?
What was that?
Referees wore a camera.
Actually, I saw a clip
Is
of
it?
that in
Yeah.
the... I forgot which game
But
it
wait,
was.
I'm going to tell you. Let me
Yeah,
land.
yeah.
Referees wore video, you know, like like traffic wardens and whatnot. They wore that for the first time. Do you know what they witnessed in that footage?
What was that?
United getting spunked on 4-0. Do you know how despicable that is?
Bro, that's gone. That's gone.
No, but that's captured in.
That's gone.
That's no, bro. Wait.
That's gone.
Let me land.
That's gone.
Bro, let me
That's
land.
gone.
That L will be remembered forever.
Yeah, I mean, all L's
It's
remember
encapsulated in a POV we've never seen before. Man said, from here, you know.
And police
The
officers.
referee's seen it from here. You know? The referee's running behind Olise and seen it from here. POV, bro. Oh my god! But listen,
Why'd you go with that verse of spunked on though? Like spunk?
That's what happened.
Yeah, but come on, guys. Come on. We're parental
South
guidance
London.
show. Yeah, I mean PG show.
South
You know what I
London.
mean? No. We're a PG show, all right? Yeah.
Don't do this now. What is your club, yeah? All of a sudden it's PG now. Hey, do one of those roll the tapes like last week.
Let's get the lingo
See
in
what you was
order.
on.
Let's get the lingo in order, all right? You know what I mean?
Hey, Kansas are
Listen,
nasty bit of work, you know.
let's go into it though. So OT, Arsenal 1, United 0. As far as games go in the season, it's not a game that you'll probably remember. It wasn't the most entertaining. There wasn't much that happened per se, but it feels like there are major talking points. The first place I want to start, culture cams.
Yes.
Arma Diallo starts. Arma Diallo performs, even though United lose. I saw a tweet from you which said even his simple things show the level he is compared to other players on the pitch. Can you speak to the feeling that yourself and other United fans are feeling right now, having seen this performance with one game left to go in the league? Because I put a tweet out and I said, this is gross negligence. The fact that it's a choice not to start a player of disability is gross negligence. That's how I feel in it. But I'm not a United fan.
I mean, look, yeah, I think every United fan probably feels the same way. We know he's a big talent. And it's just one of them situations where I think, look, he's had injuries this season. He had an injury, but when he's been fit, he hasn't really got the nod. And it's not like the people in his position are going crazy. You know what I mean? It's not like Anthony's performing out of his skin or Garnacho can't be afforded a rest. You know, people can say Garnacho's probably been one of the better players in a very, very, very bad season for Man United. But he's starting 30, 40 games in a row.
Yeah.
When you've got a talent like Ahmed, who I think is a bigger talent, by the way, than Garnacho. I think if it's on my technical ability and stuff, we know how good he is. But then, in a way, I kind of think, right? Listen, it wasn't some vintage performance. It was just a good performance.
Yeah.
Arsenal players were
standards have
showing
been
him
so
some respect
low.
as well. You could see they were showing him respect when he got on the ball. But the frustration is that I think Ten Hag has to play Anthony because he needs that signing to work. How bad would it look if you spent £85 million on a player
Marquee
or whatever
signing,
he was, marquee signing, who you brought from Ajax with you as your kind of prodigal son,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the guy that was at the club already is better
Is outshining him,
or can do better than what he's doing. So that's that would look kind of embarrassing on him, and we've seen this happen sometimes with managers having to play their signings continue.
Yeah.
Havertz has turned out well when he's gone to the 9. But we saw for a minute when Arteta was persisting on making it work in centre midfield, and the fans were like, what's going on? But that outlay is a lot just for you to be like, nah, I'm not going to play you. I'm going to play Jorginho, who's been here all season.
Do you think there's a part of it?
That stuff happens.
Do you
So,
think
but
there's
it's
a
not
part
good.
of it though? Obviously, he was injured at the start of the season.
But he's been here now.
Your form weren't really that good, so he's just thinking, let me just stick with kind of what I know, because he doesn't know Ahmad like that. Ahmad was on loan at Sunderland last year, cooking as well.
Yeah.
But
And
for me, talent like that isn't hard to gauge. You should be able to gauge that in training.
Absolutely.
And at least for
I
me,
agree.
it's the lack of even like opportunity he's been given. He's been getting them. Damn, here's some minutes.
yeah.
You know what I mean, type of thing. But
And
what I'd
really
say
and
to
truly,
that,
I feel like he deserves more of a chance. But
Yeah.
what do you think that is just stubbornness?
So Fuad, this is where for me it's interesting because I wouldn't say we had similar conversations with Maynard, but we saw it very early on where it was like this boy might need to be ushered in because it's a rubbish situation. And I get when things are not great, putting young players in those situations is hard.
But they're the only ones that fans get behind.
Well, number one, as we always say, young players, fans will get behind, especially when they feel that it's their own. Number two, if they're of
He's not
quality,
our own, but yeah.
if they're of quality, you have to do it, man. Like
Look,
I said, today's performance wasn't mad.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my gosh, but you looked at the fundamentals and thought to yourself, if this player had a run of games, how much better understanding would he have with his teammates, and how much more could he offer compared to someone that you spent so much on?
But that's the thing. That's the perfect question. I think of examples. Let's look at Chelsea right now. Noni's playing, right? I know
Seven
Chelsea.
consecutive games,
I
but
know
look at the
Chelsea
difference.
paid for Noni, like good money. By the way, we paid for Ahmad as well, but Noni's playing. Raheem Sterling has to sit on the bench. Nicolas Pepe was Arsenal's 72. Nicolas Pepe was the first time Arsenal really said, yo, we're going to break the bank.
Sancho?
Sancho's young as well, but I'm trying to say that Pepe was that big money signing, let's just say, right? And then you bring in Saka. And all of a sudden, Pepe, we never hear of him again. Now, I don't even know what team Pepe plays for right now. There we go. So it's something that a brave manager would do. And even as you're saying with you're saying it with Sancho as well. Like Sancho was there, but when Sancho was there, Mason Greenwood had to play, bro. At times he was going to play. So you're going to have to sit on the bench. So a brave manager would do it, but. You know what I mean? That's where I have my question marks on Ten Hag there.
No, I hear it. Obviously, that's one part of the thing to discuss. We'll get into Arsenal's performance. I just want to finish with United first. Another thing that was very standout was BBL Drizzy Casemiro's performance.
Hey, yo, BBL Cassie. That's crazy.
Do you think he was poor today? I think he was very poor
moments.
for the goal.
For the goal, yeah.
For the goal, he was poor.
I wouldn't say
I think
he
his performance was.
Do you know what it was? It was typical. I haven't played in this position too many times.
Yeah.
Where he's just kind of laxing, just walking up. I tweeted out, I was like, yo, typical centre backs. That's our glory moment. Squeeze!
But you know the second
Get
part of
everyone out the pitch like, come on,
you know
watch the line, get in line!
You know the second part of that though? You know sometimes the goalkeeper, because you know Nana's vocal as well. I was like, and Nana's got like, bro, my line, defence.
And you're thinking as the seasoned vet, but he hasn't played there regularly too often. So I think that was just a moment where he just kind of just thought, all right, the ball's gone up the pitch. I'll just take my time.
also
jog
his
it
legs.
up.
His legs are
No,
gone.
but
that
what he's
was-
doing there is ball watching.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Yeah.
He's watching the ball. He's
Yeah.
ball watching. He was completely lost
Yeah.
about
He didn't
where
even
he
come
was.
down his side. He went down the other side as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the issue, because like if you applied that to when he's in central midfield, because the legs are gone and because he's constantly ball watching, that's why, for me, when I look at Ten Hag playing him there, you can't play him next to like a Maino anymore, because Maino's left. He's doing a 2-man game by himself because he hasn't got legs around him. That's why I understand why McTominay starts. But I feel like with him, the reason why I put him out is obviously he was poor for the goal, but it's becoming very easy to sort of focus on the Casemiro factor at hand here, as opposed to focus at the issues at the club.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, all of the former United pundits and whatnot will be like, he's done, he needs to get out. Everyone's saying stuff, which might be fair and which might be true. But no one's still talking about how for the whole of the season, we got to a place where 1, he shouldn't have been there, 2, he shouldn't be utilised, and 3, he's not the only person that's not playing to the level.
No, absolutely. Look, the thing is, right, what happens in these situations that we always look for scapegoats, right? That happens. There's players that certain people don't like as much. There's certain people the players that people do like a lot. So they get protected, some don't. I would say personally, right, I'm not scapegoating him. I would say this is one of the worst individual seasons I've seen of a player at Man United in this Fergie horror years. This is, and individually, this is one of the worst seasons I've seen.
Is that because of the standard you set for him, though?
No, he's just been so bad, bro. Like he's been so bad. But look, I don't even walk away. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't walk away from this game. I was frustrated from the goal, ridiculous, and it's annoying to lose that way via that goal. But I wouldn't say that today was one of them games where I'm gonna just spend my whole time talking about Casemiro. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
It was poor. He should have got up. Like Fuad said, get up. Stop watching the ball watching. But overall, I don't think he had a bad performance.
It was so weird because I felt like in the first half and second half, in like the first 15, 20 minutes, you don't actually look the more dominant side on, kind of more threatening.
Before the goal.
Before the goal went in. And I was like, but you lot just seemed kind of toothless in that kind of final third.
Oh,
and
mate.
Obviously, I kind of have heard conversations about Hojlund, but where do you kind of stand on him, obviously, as a first season now? This is Hojlund.
Okay,
this has been like a, obviously, big move for him, big adaptation as well, in terms of the club and the role he's playing as well, because he was playing in the front two of Atlanta this year. This year's hold the one-man army up by yourself. But what have you made of him as a signing debut campaign, if you like?
I think very indifferent. Very indifferent. He has massive flaws. He has strengths, which I don't think are being utilised.
Yeah.
Facts.
I don't think his strengths are being utilised. And I always say I think a good coach hides your weaknesses and boosts your strengths. You know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes I don't want to divert quickly, but like, you know, some people might say KDB doesn't control games. So Pep will say, all right, I'll put Kovacic there with you.
Yep.
KDB, you continue doing what you need to do.
Yep.
When I look at a Hojlund, for example, I look at the way we set up. And I don't think it suits his game. I think at the moment, he wants to be a player that's running in the transition, drifting off to the left, potentially drifting off to the right, which he was doing in a two-man system under Gasperini and Atalanta, to now come to Manchester United and be the lone striker, which I've said all season. And if you even look at my first video about Hojlund, I said he's going to be raw, it's going to be inexperienced, and we're going to have to be very, very patient. All year when we were linked with him, I was saying Hojlund, and we were linked with Muani, we were linked with Kane. I was like Hojlund and Kane, Hojlund and Muani. I was never just saying just Rasmus Hojlund because I had a feeling. Listen, we don't know what his ceiling is. We don't know what his career is saying. And I was saying to you off air, this is his best goal scoring campaign. Crazy. He would walk away from this campaign saying, I've been good, but it's nowhere near the level of what Manchester United need.
That's what I was going to say. Have you seen enough where you think you can actually build the number 9 position around him?
I would say he definitely needs some support. I would definitely say he shouldn't be starting as many games as he is at Man United. But I don't want to only just talk about the coaching side of things, because coaching side, I do think we can do a lot better with him. I don't think we're using him right. You know what I mean? And look, Lukaku, who's a lot better at the same age, but Lukaku had these issues as well where people were telling him, hold up the ball. And he's thinking, no, I want to drift. I want to attack the ball. I want to do this. And it was only until he got to Conte who said, brother, you're going to be a big man, that he improved there. So I think Hojlund still needs to learn that, because he hasn't played that much football in his career, right? But I would say himself, come on. You're 6'4", 6'3". You need to sort your first touch out.
Do you know there was one moment that I felt like almost summed up his season. There was a moment where he was 1v1 in the box, ball gets cut back to him, and he takes a touch back to goal. And he's just where you should just take the touch out and have a stab at goal, whether it's right foot, left foot. He takes a touch out and goes back out that way. And I'm like, oh, you're too busy trying to do the I've got the ball under control now. Now what? It's
so
clueless.
You mentioned Lukaku, because the transition from Lukaku is sort of very raw transition. Then sort of like when it hold up, then it was like I want to play transition. Then it was like I need to add certain moves to my game. So like, you know, when he added his infamous pin, spin, shoot. There was a moment today where I saw Hojlund. He actually got into the perfect position.
And it was like the pin moment. And
it's like, but the thing is, the great thing about him is that at least he can get into those moments. You know that he can finish. I've seen some great finishes from the season. It's about one. Part of it's coaching, but two, seeing the right things on the day-to-day, which is why United, as you said, it's so interesting, because United were doing this thing where they were getting older strikers for so long. We're talking Igalu, Falcao, Ibra, Ronaldo, Cavani, Woot, if you want to put him in there.
Gallo.
He said it.
Okay. All of those guys were older strikers that even if you wasn't sure how much their return would be, you knew that they were experienced at the job enough to do something. You've got a situation now where this guy is the striker for Manchester United, a club that has loads of pressure anyway, and there's no one to look to. You can't really look to Rashford. Last season was what it was. But Rashford's not a centre forward. He has no one he looks like that can put arm around him and be like, why didn't you try doing this? And I feel like those things don't often get spoken about enough in football, that it's invaluable. You need people that...
No Rashford or Bruno today as well. You think maybe you look better?
I mean, I'm not going to run that type of agenda. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to run
Why
that
did you squint?
I'm just asking
before we go on that, I think with the Hojlund situation, he needs to work on his fundamentals. We can talk about coaching and stuff, but he can make the game easier for himself at the same time as well.
100%.
His fundamentals are kind of off at the moment. His balance isn't the greatest. His touch at the moment is very poor. Let's just keep it 100. So... And even certain times, now listen, Garnacho, which we'll talk about, his end product was really bad. But there's even times when he did cross it across the box, which was a bad cross, but Hojlund was nowhere near the box. It was McTominay. And it's like, you got to work on that anticipation. As a striker, every striker speaks to you and says, being a lone striker, it says it in the title. It's lonely. Sometimes you're running for no reason. Sometimes you're darting across the box for no reason. But you got to gamble. That opportunity might come. And I think that Hojlund, yes, he's probably thinking, we don't play for him much. We go to the wingers get a lot of our shots and stuff like that. But bro, anytime that could happen, and he's got to have that in his mind. He's got to be hungry for it. So I think his fundamentals, he's got to go away in the summer and massively improve. And we got to know what we are as a football team as well. Because we're not, right now, it's like oil and water. It's oil and water. It's a horrible mix.
Quick question before, as we keep it moving, I'll go into some super chats actually as well. If there was someone that you were to bring in next year, because actually, first and foremost, do you think, as it is, Rasmus, should be starting for you guys as going into next season, or do you think he needs to be utilised where it's a two-man job?
I do think we need to get another striker in.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely
Who
need
would
to
be
get
the
a
striker
striker.
you would want personally?
I mean, if I had an unlimited budget, or I don't really know right now because I don't
Give
know
me
who our
blue sky
market, what our
thinking.
market is saying
Give
right
me
now.
blue sky thinking
Ivan
and then what you
Toney
think is
stocks have
realistic.
taken a dip.
Who's?
Ivan Toney stocks have taken a
Not
dip.
better to get him for 50 mil.
Yeah, but do you want him on the come down where it's like, you know what I mean, he's only here because, you know what I mean, he couldn't get anywhere else type vibe. That's the
He
that's
might
the
have
thing
that chip
you
on the
gotta-
shoulder though. He might
you
have that
gotta
chip shoulder
worry
to push him
about.
further.
Honestly, I'll be honest. Every time, even in my group chat and stuff that we're talking about signings, I can't talk about signings until I know what the manager situation is saying.
True.
Because honestly, I can't see any signing in this team is being successful. You can bring me Vinny. I don't know how good he'll do in this team, bro.
That's it. Bring me Vinny.
Bring me Vinny. I don't know if he's gonna
It's
be
good to dream.
I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bring me Vinny. Is he gonna do well in this team? I actually don't know, bro.
There's a bigger question there.
Mm-hmm.
In the post-Ferguson era, how many players would you say have come to United and like had a prosperous career?
Probably none. I mean, you could say Bruno's the only one that could
Yeah.
probably walk away and say, I've done my part a little bit to an extent on my own individual part. When I walk away individually, listen, what you'll say is when he walks away, will the Old Trafford faithful be so happy to see him back when he's 45 years old? Yeah, they will. All the other brothers, I don't think they can say that.
Yeah.
You can't come back to OC,
Yeah.
bro.
No one's there. They won't get no cups.
You ain't getting it, bro.
crazy.
You know when you're at the ground and there's an ex-player that's speaking before the game and the fans are like,
with
oh,
the Dembele the other day.
yeah, and they're there with their little kid on their shoulder. And, yo, I don't know who can come back. You know what I mean? Brother, no, bro. You might go to Mark Monaco or something. They might still have fond memories of you over there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So in the whole time since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club, there's one player that we can probably say is definitely come to United and had a.
Listen,
that tells you a lot.
he's had his ups and downs. He's had his ups and
But
downs
what I'm saying
with
is
the
that
fans,
tells you
but
a lot of where United are.
exactly. So that's why with this, I don't want to start talking about. I don't want this episode to be
100%,
about
100%.
Ineos and all that
Yeah.
type of stuff. But until I know what the manager situation is, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't necessarily say, "Oh, let's talk about signings." One thing I would say though is, why did it take for today for Manchester United to be compact, a little bit cohesive, a little bit of Arsenal weren't at their best, but United played in a more similar fashion to the way we played last year, except we had a deadly Rashford. If Rashford from last season was in some of the positions that Garnacho got in
win the
today,
game.
you'll be thinking it's decent.
Yeah.
Garnacho was really poor today for me. End product. I praise his mentality. He keeps going. He keeps going.
You know Ben White.
But the end products was really poor. But let's talk about a bit of Arsenal as well, because on
100%.
their side, even though we can walk away, we're Man United. We shouldn't be saying anything is respectable, but the way we are, it's a respectable loss. But I just came back off 4-0 to Palace. That's a respectable loss. But Arsenal, I think, didn't even have to come out gear 3, gear 2.
What I would say is a lot of Arsenal fans that I was speaking to during the game were worried is the wrong term, but it's kind of like why are we performing our worst at the most high pressure moments. And I think what it speaks to is where this team is. If you looked at Arsenal maybe 3 years ago, something happens in the 95th minute where they concede a goal. They are performing at such a level that even if they're in gear 1, they're able to do what they need to do.
Get the
They
result.
won't be happy with that result. They'll probably really
Performance.
yeah. They won't be happy with that performance. They won't be happy with how they played. But going into what they're going into, that's 3 points to the bank.
They got one
Especially-
game left, right?
Yeah,
One game
especially
left,
at OT.
It's
Especially at
result
OT.
time, bruh.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
at OT.
100%.
We know what can happen. Like, I know people try to put United down, but it's a magical thing, especially in a game like that. I know we were joking about at the beginning. Anything can happen. So to go there, get your result, not play great.
11 clean sheets away from home. Arsenal, one thing that I would say is no matter what happens this season, no matter what, whether Man City win it or not, that Arsenal defensive unit, whoever the defensive coach is,
Deserves it.
they all deserve a round of applause, bro. Because, Ben White didn't have the greatest game today, but he's been very good this season. They've mixed around with the left back. Gabriel was good today, but Saliba, he got the man of the match today. And listen, I think Gabriel is great, very good. But when I see comparisons, even with the Arsenal fans, like Gabriel's better, and Saliba is sensational, bro.
Did you see that one tackle in the box where he just kind of like
on Garnacho,
come out and just tipped it like that, like a sword? I was like,
Saliba is different, and this is why Arsenal fans were complaining about him being away last season. Yeah. When he's in the team, the solidity is just at a different level. Arsenal rarely look phased. He's so composed. He comes out with the ball from the back as well. The guy is just you would never think he's that young. You would never think he's that young. And honestly, the confidence that he gives the rest of the team is another level. And every single team in world football are looking for a Saliba. I'm seeing people talk about Lenny Yoro and stuff. That's because you're looking for a Saliba. Real Madrid would take Saliba. Man City, he's better than every single centre half at Man City. Man United, Liverpool, any team in the world right now would take a William Saliba, bro.
Yeah,
he is.
I'm glad
he's
you mentioned
different, bro.
Do you know
I'm
who else
glad
I feel like hasn't got their flowers though? I feel like Trossard at the moment. I feel like Trossard, what is it, 4 in the last 5 now? I feel like since signing, he's popped up in kind of key moments for them when they've needed them. I think this season he's got, 12 goals? Something like that. He's almost been like, you've almost forgotten that Martinelli's kind of off the boil, injured and things like that, because he's been able to kind of paper over the cracks. And I think even when he was at Brighton, I remember it was always like, he's decent, but he was never got that kind of rating. He's come to Arsenal, he's stepped up in multiple times, Champions League as well. And now it's like business end of the season. He's still the one stepping up. I just don't feel like he sometimes gets the full credit and the love that he actually deserves. I think over the past 18 months, very impactful. When you think of the money they spent on him as well, bro, that might be one of the best bargains
halfway during the season as well. I remember all of the whole discussion about we should have done Mudryk, etc.
Imagine Mudryk.
But
that is one of the things where now I'm sure they look back like.
Praise Jar. But the reason why the Trossard one stands out for me is because when you look at where, obviously, the defensive record is really important to where they are. Going forward, you mentioned all the goals he scored. Yeah. If they were to win the league, no one speaks about Jesus only scoring 4 goals. Why? Because you've got someone that steps up here. Saka's been at the plate all season. Havertz managed to get it right. Trossard wasn't a starter. So for him to do that, you have to give that plaudits. He's been there. He's delivered. When called upon, he has done what he needs to do. And I feel like those are really good shots.
Well, I would say with Trossard quickly. Firstly, people in the comments, I did not say Saliba is the best defender in the world, by the way. I said he would start at every... What team would he not start at? I think he would start at every team in the world. I didn't say he's the best defender. I personally think Rudiger's at the moment the best defender in the world.
Best player in the world.
There we go.
Rudiger's the best player in the world.
I think personally Rudiger at the moment is the best in the world at the moment defensively. But I think as a partner, you're trying to tell me Saliba wouldn't start either 1 or 2 for... What team? I think anyway. Let me. Yeah, Deschamps doesn't give it. Deschamps is on his guy Southgate thing when it's like if he picks you, he picks you. But what I was gonna say is Trossard. He reminds me of you. Not reminds me as a player, but you know how you're talking about how he's just reliable and stuff like that. You remember Pedro when he was at Barcelona?
Yes.
Bro, the shout. Messi, all these man.
Do you know what I was
Pedro's going to deliver for you, bro. And that's Trossard.
I was thinking Kalou at Chelsea.
Good one. Good one.
More technical. That's how I kind of saw it.
I don't see him as good as Pedro, like in terms of Pedro.
It's just the role. The role he plays.
But Kalou's a great shout.
Kalou's another one as well. Like
the Pedro
off the bench when you need him. When you start him, he's useful as well.
The Pedro one's a great shout because like for 3 months, you will be a starter. For the rest of it, you won't. But there's going to be a Champions League tie where you have to turn up. There's going to be an injury where you have to turn up. There might be some times where I'm going to put you in a weird position, but you have to turn up. And he has done. So, like, big up those guys for what they're doing. I mean, we spoke about it last week, so we don't have to be in that conversation again about their season and how, not unfortunate, but how mad it is if they won't thing. But
man said, wait, hold on. Sorry.
He's letting the comments rattle him.
I never read the comments. Yeah. But you must be smoking these plants if you think Saliba doesn't start for City. You guys defensively ain't like that. Nathan Ake, Akanji, Kyle Walker. Stones is sitting on the bench at the moment. Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz, don't even mention it. Saliba's clear of all of them, bro.
You know what?
John Stones when he's fit.
You know what? Quickly before
Ake Akanji in that. Saliba don't.
Big Josco.
He's hard.
He's
way better than Ruben Diaz. He's way better than Ruben Diaz. Hold on. He's way better than Ruben Diaz.
Hey, they don't want to start with City defenders in this conversation.
City defenders ain't it.
Chill.
Don't gas up City defenders.
Don't go crazy. Don't go too crazy.
So what? Saliba don't start for City?
No. Saliba is in the mix.
Saliba start for City?
Not like you think he does. Not week in, week out.
Does he start for
He'll
City?
just be one of the rotation guys.
But does he
No,
start
but
for City?
everyone's a rotation
No,
guy.
you do. You do.
He's
what
going
he's
on
saying
like Saliba comes in. He's the one block that doesn't move.
He starts.
No,
100%.
he's saying no.
I
He's not,
agree.
He's not
I
saying
agree.
that. He's
No,
not
no,
saying
no,
that.
no, no,
He's
no.
trying to use.
He's not saying
You know
that.
what he's trying to
He's
do?
using the rotation to rub it
Yeah,
out.
he's trying to use.
No,
He's trying to do the Pep thing where Pep rotates. I know that.
Yeah.
Deschamps picks whoever he wants.
Yeah.
Trent doesn't even start for England. It doesn't matter. I don't care about what the international man do. What would you do? What would your City lineup be if Saliba was in the team?
Stones, Diaz, Gvardiol. And then Saliba.
Yeah, say
Saliba
no more.
Saliba doing the super roll. What?
Listen,
I said
whilst you're in
Stones
there-
and Gvardiol right back, innit?
Anyway,
right back
Saliba?
and left back. And then Saliba sweeping for Ruben Diaz.
So he starts.
So it's a back four.
So
So
Saliba
he starts.
Yeah, Saliba starts.
This guy is so mad. Listen, make sure you smash the like button. Let's smash it through 1K likes. Let me go for these super chats. Dominic says, I am sorry, but last week, Fuad, he ate from the back. Pause. If Leah said that, apparently you said that last week.
Hey, that was last
said
week's
what?
episode.
He said he ate from the back. That's what
Oh, that was.
you
Bro, my
remember?
boy sent it to me. Man said, get eaten alive from the back. I was like, wait, that's not even a football term, bro.
There was passion.
Bro, that's not even a football term.
Ibby says, come on you Spurs. My granddad, when he passed away 3 years ago, he told me, God, I hope we beat City on May 14th, 2024. Now I know what he meant.
Yes.
Come on you Spurs.
Nostradamus
Contact
and
you,
that.
Ibby. LJ Brown says, tell that Greg's meal deal Metro Boomin Fuad that his team need to show up on Tuesday, or like Drake said, shut up and play some drums. Hashtag BBL Fuad. Nader says, full chest, we win against Spurs. Only VDV hamstring is defending their back line. Can I quickly say, are we allowed to call him VDV? Has he
No.
gained the shortage
You
now?
know what? When he first signed, I was like,
That's Van der
that's
Vaart.
Van der Vaart.
Yeah.
But he can run that. He can run that.
can
He's
run it
he's
after
earned the
one
right.
season.
He's earned the right.
After one season.
Van der Ven.
After one season.
Can he nick Van VDV? I don't know.
After one season.
Hey.
Anyway,
Let's keep it Van der Ven.
we'll come back to it another time. Says, hamstring defending their backline, 4 in a row with Foden, Rodri, carry job. No one is taking that away. DOF says, word on Bill Saliba, best in the world. We've had a few words on him. Shaiwan says, United play to the level of their competition and then get beaten by experience.
No, we don't. I don't think we do.
The philosophy is interesting. I like the philosophy.
Yeah, I
but
get what you
I
said.
don't-
No, that's you guys. You guys play to the level of your position this season. You were, bro. You play against the big teams, you're leveled.
Yeah.
You play against
rubbish
Bournemouth,
teams,
you get
we're
smoked.
smoked.
Like, it don't make
it's mad.
sense, bro.
It's
You
mad.
know what I'm
It's
saying?
mad. The Nottingham Forest is like a mid-table match.
Yeah.
You just turn up a little bit. Happy Singh says Saliba not in the team of the season is crazy. We're gonna speak about the team of the season. So let us know who you think who should be in the team of the season.
Who's not in the team this season?
He means probably the nominations for the player of the season. I think that's what he
Oh,
means.
player this season.
So we're going to speak that anyway. Cam's on crack. Saliba is great, but I don't need him at City. Also got stripped in the buying game. Give me Stones. Diaz, hype, reliable experience.
Stones is my guy. The rest of them, I'm sorry. Gvardiol's playing left back. I mean, right now he's moving like Roberto Carlos.
Wait. That's the perfect segue. We're going to speak about that game, and then we're going to speak about the game coming up on Tuesday. But let's start.
Diaz.
Let's start with
that guy's PR.
Let's start with
people ain't
You don't know centre backs, man.
Diaz.
Let's start with
Diaz ain't it,
let's
bro.
start with the City win. Did what they needed to do. We have to talk about the new closer.
Josko. 5 and 7.
5 and 7.
Gunman. Real left back.
I said they sold Gundogan and Gvardiol was the one that decided
closer.
to be
closer.
bro, it's insane.
I want to know how that conversation went.
The quality of goals as well. Can we speak on them?
Right
Bro.
foot.
Right foot screamers.
Did you see where he came in
Back
and then
post finishes.
timing his
right
run?
foot in the corner. I'm like, bro, this guy's got all types
This
of
is
finishes in his locker,
unprecedented.
bro.
This is unprecedented.
Quality.
The
Quality
closer
player.
is a centre half signed for how much? 63 million.
No, 90, wasn't it? There was nearly 100 mil.
How much was Anthony sold for? It was 3 million less.
It was around 100 mil. That's all I know. But
For who? Gvardiol?
Gvardiol, yeah.
I think- wasn't it
30
77 million?
It
or
was 30
something?
mil less than Anthony.
77.
So
these
77.
prices be fluctuating all the time.
it
man,
was-
but
30 mil less than Anthony.
3 mil less than Anthony.
Oh, yeah, 77
But
mil.
when he came in, I remember initially it was like, yo, why are they playing a centre back at left back again?
Yeah.
Because they had Aki there last
Yeah.
year, who had probably
Good year.
a
Yeah.
team of the year kind of year. And then he comes in and he didn't really.
It didn't start off great.
blistering.
It
He
didn't start off great.
as quick as you'd maybe like.
Yeah.
But
People
then,
calling him locomotive train because it seemed a bit static in that
Yeah.
position. He wasn't fluid,
But
but
then I don't know. As usual, Pep always sees something that we don't see, bro.
Yeah.
And he just kept plugging away. And I felt like throughout the season, he actually has
He's
gotten
grown.
better. He's adapted to the role more.
Yeah.
And then now you're seeing almost like the best version. Maybe he's going through obviously a crazy purple patch in terms of goal scorer. But bro, he looks comfortable on the ball, in defense, aerially, right foot, left foot. I'm like, bro, he's a complete modern day defender. You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy to see that when it's all said and done, when we look back at the season, if City going to win, he's going to be remembered in his first season as being the person that stepped up to the mantle. Because obviously Foden's had a great season. KDB's done what he needs to do. Haaland's breaking records. But a centre half playing left back in key moments. Pep's a genius, man. We can't beat this guy. He will always find a new way to do something. So, like, no, respect to Gardvial for his contribution. But again, they did what they needed to do. I will say before the game, I felt sorry for Arsenal because when I saw the Fulham players flying kites and whatnot, I kind of said that this is a bit mad. I said this is a bit mad.
What did you expect? You really expect
Fulham on the training ground, the flying kites, like 2 days before the game.
Well, you can't have fun no more. Man, I'm fun police now, yeah?
Season's done, man.
Do you know what was annoying me in that game, though? Gardvial giving up that third penalty. That I was like, listen.
He could have been the first defender to
bro,
score a
the
Prem
first
hat-trick.
defender to get a hat-trick. I'm like, you're kind of techie enough where it's like, if we saw you, be like, okay.
But
Plays for City as well. It was fitting. It was a fitting moment. And I just felt he just kind of gave it to Alvarez. I'm like, what are you helping him stat pad for, man? Go get your own as a centre forward, man. Let me get my little hat trick. I might never get a career hat trick again.
Yeah.
I'm like, and obviously your Chelsea boys could learn something from that little moment there, but I digress.
Touche.
That's for Reece James and Trent, man. They're gonna get that first hat trick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we'll speak on Reece James soon enough. But
If Leighton Baines couldn't do it, I don't know who else can. Honestly, oh man.
Seamus and them man as well. Coleman,
That's what I'm saying.
But with City's performance, still needs to close the goal difference down quite a bit as well.
It's +3 now, isn't it?
Because obviously they won
Arsenal won,
1-0 today. We've got to talk about this game on Tuesday.
But I want to say something.
Go on.
Imagine in this game on Tuesday. Let's open up to it.
Yeah.
Imagine this situation. Imagine if City drew with Spurs,
Yeah.
and then thump West Ham like 6-0 in the final game.
And they still win.
We're not going difference. Imagine how mad that would
I
be.
thought about it a few times.
Because I think West Ham are going to get pumped, but Arsenal are +3. They've got Everton at home. They should give them
Sean
3.
Dyche.
No, Sean Dyche is
Right,
living.
if Sean Dyche
Dyche living.
Listen, if he does that. Anyway, back to reality. That was just, it was just something I was thinking about because I was doing a stream earlier and I was like, yo, that's a possibility.
Yeah,
innit?
no, it is. It's
a possibility.
Fuad, I'm going to address you quickly. Why would a player saying goodbye to the fans even though you're playing again on Tuesday?
As far as I'm aware, our season at home finished on the weekend. We had Dane Scarlett even coming out, for the complimentary bring out the kids at the end of the season. Potentially, I saw Richarlison teasing next season's kit at his birthday party afterwards as well. Season's pretty much over. I think we're just kind of...
You play on Tuesday.
Who?
You play on Tuesday.
Who's you? Me or the youth team? Brother, what are you and the Arsenal fans hoping for on Tuesday? I would like to hear this narrative and story that you guys seem to have built up in your minds of what you think is going to happen on Tuesday. You think, old bogey Spurs playing their bogey side against Superman City, and we're going to turn them over 3-0. Kulusevski, the Arsenal fan, digs out 2 out of the back of the net. Arsenal top of the league. Shut up, lad, and sit down, yeah? Because we are laying down.
Oh, my God.
You must be crazy if you think we're turning up with any form of competitiveness on Tuesday.
But hear this.
Congratulations, Arsenal.
Hey!
You've won the league. You've won the league. The Fuad curse has struck. Congratulations! Congratulations!
Hey, he done it again,
bro.
He done it again.
Manchester City! We got bazookas! We got ammunition! We got bullets! You on Tuesday? How's that? Yeah!
Man said, do you know what's so mad, do you reckon that you lot are actually going to throw the game?
Do you know? I don't think we'll try and throw the game. I think we'll actually turn up. We'll actually try and play competitively. Yeah. But everybody banking on us just beating them just on the fact that we're a bogey team. Bro, City are in that romping mode at the moment where they're just ploughing through everything they see. So I'm sorry, we ain't stopping them right now.
This is what I'll say, you gave us a women's football tangent at the top of the show, so I'll give one here. City looked hands-on to win the WSL, Chelsea lost 4-3 to Liverpool. Arsenal came up against City, right? For no reason whatsoever. Black Stallion scores a brace in the dying minutes of the game. Chelsea going to win 8-0 against Bristol City. Now the league's back in their favour. I've seen it happen already this year.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, I don't know who it's going to be in your team. I don't know who's going to decide to be the villain / hero at the same time. It's just going to be up for the game. Because if you score one goal, what, is Ange going to tell the people to calm down?
No, 100% not. And listen, I said it will probably be the most Spursy thing to do.
100%.
To go and get battered how you did the past couple of weeks, and then to go up against Man City, who are top of the league winners, and then just to say, you know what, we're going to stuff you 3-1 just because, and then hand the title to Arsenal. Do you remember 2 seasons ago as well? I think it was the last day of the season. We were playing Leicester. I can't remember who you guys were playing, but it was an opportunity where if we lost to Leicester, you missed out on Champions League.
And you
what
couldn't
did
get
we
done.
do? We absolutely battered them
Yeah,
and
you
said,
couldn't get done.
Battle of the Bridge, what is that? Yeah, Chelsea, here you go, here's Champions League. So it would be...
So you have integrity.
We had
Spurs with integrity.
So we've seen this integrity act before. So my thing, I'm just hoping is that, lads, we had our little last hurrah. There are some things that are bigger than even us. There are bigger powers at play here.
I got bad news for you, bro.
What do you have? What are you telling me?
My intuition's kicking in. Wait. I am voices.
I said, Madison!
Talk to me. Who are the goal scorers?
I see a draw.
A draw.
I see a draw.
I see Madison free kick.
I see a draw. It just hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Man said that's so Raven. Hey, that's so
2-2. 2-2. 2-2.
Swear.
It just hit me. Yeah, I just saw it.
I don't
That's
see
the
that.
Raven. I just see
I
it.
see 4 goals, but I see 3-1. Man City.
Fair dues.
Foden double. Haaland.
Fair dues. Fair
I
dues.
see it.
And the worst thing is, we'll sell them the dream by scoring first.
Yeah.
And I will love it. And I think I deserve it.
That is
I'm going to
too
be at
funny.
the game in a 3-piece suit and a trench coat.
Oh, yeah, you man are
Because I'm
going to
going
the
to turn
game,
up for my biggest hater's funeral. Rest in peace, Bozo. We will be there.
Oh, my gosh. Should we quickly talk
This guy's
player of
curse
the
is too
season?
strong, man.
Before that, let me go through these super
Curse
chats.
is too strong.
Mo says Trossard's role at Arsenal is like Jota's at Liverpool.
Good run.
Good, that's a good
yeah,
one. That's a really
yeah,
good
yeah.
one. Shy one says Rodri with Kovacic is what we needed all season.
Who?
Rodri with Kovacic. Is what we needed
Hey,
all season.
Cover. That's my guy, man. Baller. Controls games, bruv.
Real talk. Ball retention on 100. Afolarin says if like Liverpool beat Villa tomorrow, then Spurs are on the race for the top 4 with Sheffield on the final day, while Villa have informed Palace.
I don't think Spurs care that much about trying to make top 4.
Bro,
Am I the only one that thinks
They don't.
top 4?
They
Like
don't.
people are saying, like, oh, but if Villa give them an
don't.
opportunity, so I don't
They
think.
don't.
Bruh, we
don't.
I ain't seen that hunger.
Top 4 would be nice. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It was the target for the season, but after the past couple of weeks, we feel like it's slipped away.
Yeah,
Do
bro.
you know what I mean?
And
So-
it hasn't ever really said we need Champions League. So I don't really think whatever
be-
Villa do. I
From
don't
a
think
business
they-
it
perspective,
would just
much.
be good, yeah, from a business
Daniel
and
Levy will
signings
be-
in the summer's perspective.
But yeah. Sid G says petition to sell Arsenal merch at all United stores. We owned you guys this season. Can I just say, yeah, someone said
We'll
that
be
chatting.
back.
Someone said chatting
back.
and said that we should be ashamed
We'll
of
be
ourselves.
back.
That we all had one job to defeat Arsenal and none of us did it. That's
Yeah,
mad.
Yeah, I mean,
That's mad.
that's tough.
But it is
Yeah,
what it is,
you
man.
remember
It's
when
tough.
he was laughing at us? Yeah.
Yeah, now he's with us.
Yeah, he was laughing
Nice
at
with
us.
us.
Wait, hold on.
Now you're sat here
How
at
many
the
did you hold?
table.
How many did you hold?
Shut up,
How
lad.
many did you hold?
What do you mean?
How
You
many
still
did
held an
Arsenal?
L.
How
It
much did
doesn't
Arsenal?
matter.
How much
It
did Arsenal
doesn't
give you?
matter.
He held 3 points. He held
It's
3
an L.
points.
How much did
It's
you
an
hold?
L. It's an L.
How much did you hold?
It's an L is an L.
How much did you hold?
3 points.
No matter
We
which
held
way
3
you hold
points.
it, it's an
We
L.
held 3 points. We held 3 points.
L.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look what's happened to this show. Remember, we used to banner Arsenal.
Cuz.
Now it's like, oh my gosh.
Now they're dunking
They're
on
big
us,
on
man.
all of us. Oh man. Oh
Listen.
no.
Hey.
Enjoy it now. Because we will be back.
What? Ineos.
Hey.
Hey,
So, Jim.
do you know what? Yeah, I love. This is my favorite version of Cans. Yeah, you know when the season is out.
Yeah.
he's got all his frustrations out. He's been proven right
Yeah.
with how bad the season's gone.
Yeah. So
And
you
he
can
starts to
relax a
build a new narrative of.
Yeah.
Do you remember when it was Kane campaign? You don't remember last year?
All I'm gonna say is when I started Redeem Team.
Ah,
We got Champions League football and we won a trophy. When I start movements,
Nah.
it lands. We'll see. Let me see what happens in the
My
summer.
favorite thing, bro.
S says Fuad got it twisted. What is it? The braids? That's funny. You know the Kendrick. What is it? The braids. That's what he said. Ferdy says Arsenal fans really think Tottenham will beat or draw City. Delusional. We've kind of discussed that. We've mentioned a few players that have been nominated for Player of the Season. Should we start with the Player of the Season conversation?
Let's do Team of the Season, I was going to say.
What our team of the season should be?
Yeah, let's do our Team of the Season.
Okay.
Because we're going to have like a
We've got an
separate,
award
you know,
show coming.
We're going to have an awards night for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Get all dappered up.
Goalkeeper.
So we'll give our own individual awards
100%.
then. But,
Goalkeeper.
Ooh.
That's a shoo-in.
Who?
It's got to be right.
It's Emi Martinez for me.
Jordan Pickford.
What, the clean sheets?
What we saying, chat?
So you said Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez.
See David Raya.
You're saying David Raya.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Pickford, but
I think Raya's been good, but I think it's been
a defensive unit,
in
understand
my
it.
team, which we'll discuss. I've got probably 3 Arsenal defenders in there. I think it's an Arsenal defense thing. So I've got Martinez. What formation are we going with? Because really and truly, I don't want to play fullbacks. I don't think they've been that outstanding to be in the team.
Really?
They've been good. But it always ends up being the weakest point, unless it's Trent. You know what I mean? Huh? And Robertson. What you say?
Porro. Huh?
Yeah, Porro hype, man.
Destiny.
All right, so wait, what's the goalkeeper then? All right, we're gonna need DR.
You know,
We're gonna need a poll on each person we mention.
Based on, you know what? Based on that, I would say Pickford has helped their
Massively.
them
All
come
right,
out.
Pickford, Martinez, and Raya. Can we get a vote, please?
Yeah.
Can we get a
Are
vote?
we letting them vote who it is?
Yeah, let them vote.
Yeah, let them vote.
So we
let
put
them
nominations
vote.
up there.
Fan
Vote.
vote.
I want some crowd involved.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we nominate one each.
Yeah.
They vote. I
Yes.
like this. Let's get going, boys.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
for
okay.
goalkeeper, we have David Raya, Jordan Pickford, who got his 150th career clean sheet today. Big him up. And of
Picky.
course, we've got
England's #1, mate.
who's the final person? My head's gone for that.
Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez.
Who was?
Yo, you lot sleeping on Emi Martinez, man. Top 5 in claims in Europe.
Let us
You know what I
know.
mean? Absolutely
Whilst we
Stays
do
better
that,
for fun.
whilst we do that,
No, the way you throw that top 5
Yeah,
claims stat, yeah. I know he read that off scorecard or something.
madman.
Can't
Whilst-
try to- yeah. I'm
Whilst the
watching all
votes come in
claims.
for that, we will move on to the first centre half.
Gabriel.
Gabriel,
And
Saliba, and who will be the third
What's this for centre half?
for centre half?
Gabriel, Saliba, and
Virgil.
yeah.
If we're doing 3 centre backs, those are the 3 I would go with.
Okay.
Saliba, Gabriel, Virgil.
We're doing 3 centre halves.
Yeah.
So we don't need to vote on that then.
I guess.
We
maybe.
don't need to vote on
But
that.
are there other options in terms of? I'm looking at names like Pau Torres.
Good shout.
And not everybody might agree and think I'm biased, but I think Romero's been really good this season. Maybe not ahead of them.
I'm surprised you're not saying your boy Mickey. You got player of the season for you,
one
don't
as
know?
well. Yeah, Van der Ven. I'm trying to think of other centre backs who've really performed at that level this year. Newcastle
I think
haven't really.
team of the year. Maybe I'm stretching it, but I think Jarrett Bradford has been good.
He's been very good. Some people might throw
But you
him
guys
in.
got to remember, you know, Everton right now, bro. They'll be joint 10th.
I
bro.
know. That's what I said.
10th.
Mm,
Like,
that
that's,
feels
like
for
we're
me-
thinking like relegation team, but
No.
they'll be joint 10th.
The reason why I say that is because I was surprised he wasn't nominated for Young Player of the Year, which we'll get into.
Yeah. That's a good point.
There's a few people that got really slighted Young Player of the Year. I think Anthony Gordon got
But
slighted.
you
Young
got
Player of the
you
Year.
guys got to remember the young. This is
Gardvial?
the
Is that
Hublot
recent?
Premier League player of the season. This isn't the PFA one.
Yeah, but
This isn't the PFA Young Player of the Year or PFA Player of the Year. This is the Premier League one, the one that Vidic has won 2 of these Player of the Seasons, but he hasn't won PFA Player.
Yeah,
of the
no,
Year.
100%. But it's more so. But also as well, I won't talk about it now, but they need to change the awards because now we need a Rookie of the Season, not a Young Player. Because in the main thing, 4 people that have been nominated for Young Player of the Year are being nominated for Player of the Year.
All right, Raya won.
Okay,
all right, I think we're all unanimous with Gabriel and Saliba, though. For me,
Yeah, Gabriel Saliba are the 2 lots.
So, but hold
Yeah.
on. So are we doing 3 at the back?
Yeah.
3 at the back. We're not doing the fullbacks.
I'm happy to do no fullbacks.
Okay, so can we give our honourable mentions to the fullbacks that have done well this
The
season?
fullbacks.
Including them.
Porro, Udogie, I personally.
Malo Gusto, you have to mention.
Yeah, if you're not mentioning these, man, I'm throwing Dallo then, mate. Like, Jesus.
I think in terms
As in
of
having had a good
consistency,
season,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
honourable mention.
it's Ben White,
Anthony
Ben
Robinson
White,
for
Ben
me.
White.
Ben White,
Antoine
Vardio,
Robinson.
Udogie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony Robinson.
Malo would
I
be
think
in
has
there.
been brilliant.
Who?
Anthony Robinson for Fulham.
Yeah, he's
been
good.
quality.
Yeah. Milo would be in there for me.
Would you? Yeah.
Been
I
defensive
think
beast.
Alfie from Luton's been good.
Doughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whippers.
Yeah, he's
Good
been
shout
good as well.
So that's honourable mentions. Cause we're not putting them in. I think that's
Okay.
nice for them to see that. If you see that, big you up. So 3 centre halves. Where are we going to next? Central
Vardy.
midfield?
Does he deserve a mention?
No, you just
I
mentioned honourable
him.
mentions
I
now.
mentioned- Yeah, I said Vardy on there as well.
So where we going next? Central midfield.
So we got 3 centre halves.
Yes.
Van Dijk's in there.
I would have Van Dijk as a lock. For me, Van Dijk has been pretty much flawless all season. In my opinion.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Don't compare to unicorn.
Flawless, no,
Don't,
but-
we have
flawless.
unicorn
We always say
VVD in our
Liverpool been
minds.
defensively
He has been on his side. He has been a unit this
So
season.
we're saying
in my
Van
opinion.
Dijk, Saliba, and Gabriel.
Gabriel, that would be the 3 for me. If you can find another name to put ahead of those 3, I would love
calm.
to hear it.
Remember, this is a fantasy team. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in fantasy teams, for me, the formation doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
Chemistry and all of this.
I don't know about you guys.
Garth Crooks. Garth
I don't know about you guys.
Garth Crooks, way.
Hey, what we saying?
Bro.
4 wingers with.
That's I know. Yeah. My wing backs are wingers, bro.
Yeah. Cool. Should we go to the central positions first? Pad that
Yeah.
out. and then we
Okay,
go to wide?
okay. So how many central positions do we have then? It's
3.
In my head, is
there's
it
a 10
3?
and there's 2.
Yes.
There's a 10 and there's 2 midfielders.
10-2. Okay. So let's go for our 2 midfielders.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice is a shoo-in. There will be no conversations there.
Mhm. And Rodri.
Rodri is a shoo-in.
Yes.
There will be no conversations
Foden.
there. Is
Let's
what
see,
as
now
the
here-
10.
So here's what I wanted to
Foden.
put. Yeah, no, hold on. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Come on.
So no, wait.
Come on.
Are we agreed that the
Guys.
2 central, the CMs, those are shoo-ins?
Those
Yeah.
are the blocks.
Let's discuss the
The 10.
I'm putting the 10. See, now
Odegaard.
this is why I like
He's
to
gonna do
mix
Odegaard.
things up.
what's he gonna say?
No, hold on. So wait, we need to establish right now how is our team being done, right? So it doesn't matter. So I can put man that are wingers, left wing back. Yes.
Yeah, we just call it wings. We're not playing with wing backs.
Yeah.
We'll just
Call it wings.
It's
Alright,
a
then 3-2-5.
3-2-5, yeah.
Like literally,
Three-
no wing
three-
backs, no fullbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. then we can
3-5-2.
put Foden on the left hand side. First put Foden on the left. He's gonna be in the squad.
So who's the
Does-
10?
Wait.
The 10 will be Cole Palmer.
Why couldn't you just put Cole Palmer out?
On the right.
Because I mean, at least we've
'Cause it's
seen
fantasy.
Foden on the left in his life. Cole Palmer on the left, we don't really
No,
get
but
to
Cole
see
Palmer,
that.
why can't you put him on the right?
Yeah.
Bukayo Saka.
I would say, in my personal, I think Palmer's had a better season than Saka.
That's fair enough to say.
So the question I
But
ask
I'm
you,
just
Phil
saying, is
Kadani-
he?
I'm
he's
the
not-
question I ask you, Phil
Palmer
Kadani.
on the right, Foden in the 10.
The question I ask you, Phil Kadani. Are you saying Saka does not get into this team for you?
In this team, but he does still start for England ahead of him. Don't try this shit. You lot ain't slick. I know
That's
you're
what I'm
right.
saying.
Saka for England starts no matter what. First name on the sheet.
100%. But you're saying in
100%.
this team, you wouldn't have him in this team.
For this team of the season, I'm putting Palmer. There's no way I can ignore Palmer.
Palmer has
at
to
this
be in
team.
the team.
There
That's
is
just
no
what it
way.
It has
Thank
to
you.
be in the team.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
So-
Foden for me, I'm playing him in his natural 10. You've done
So,
that
okay,
this
so
year.
you got Foden in the
in
10,
the 10,
yours.
Palmer on the right.
Can I ask a
Palmer
question?
right. So who's on the left?
Odegaard. Does Odegaard
No,
get in this team?
no, hold on.
I
But
don't
this
think
is
it's
what
true.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The left-hand side this season, unless we're going to Anthony
Anthony
Gordon.
Gordon.
Anthony
Nah,
Gordon, voila.
he's not been outstanding enough for me to make my team.
I think he's had a stellar season.
He's had a good season, yeah, but it's the same for me. It'll be the weakest point of
I
my
would
team.
even,
on my
throw-
level.
I would even
Make one
have
of these-
Odegaard. I would even have Odegaard. I would even have Odegaard in the 10 and Foden on the left.
This is what I'm saying.
Before
Odegaard
Saka.
has to be in the team.
Odegaard before Saka.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Odegaard's been better than Saka this season? I vividly remember when Odegaard was struggling up until the thing, and you know I'm always
There was a
defending
point at the start of
Odegaard.
the season where I think that was, but I think since he's
Yeah,
kinda
he is.
picked up form,
Since about December, he's been
Crazy.
Let me say, yeah.
I feel like second half of the
January-ish,
season has definitely been his.
So you really don't want Saka in this team?
I promise you, this isn't me hating. I just think Palmer's had a generational
No, I hear it.
season.
I'm just
Foden
trying-
is potentially the player of the season, and I think Odegaard in the second half of the season, I think has been more important to Arsenal.
Okay, so let me just work this out in my head now because we're going all over the place.
I think Saka.
Let's do the whole team. So we've got in
Saka
goal.
don't make the team of the year.
In goal, we had who won? Raya.
Yeah.
Yep.
Raya in goal. We have 3 central defenders of
Saliba,
Saliba,
Gabriel, Van Dijk.
Van Dijk. We've gone into the 2 central positions in front where we've gone
Rice.
Rodri and
Rodri.
Rice. So we have 5, 6. The remaining positions are what, gentlemen?
But the thing is,
3 attacking mids, 2 strikers.
so Cole Palmer or Odegaard this season?
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Okay.
For me. That's me even taking my.
So Cole
bias.
Palmer should be our 10.
Cole Palmer should be on the right. You give me why Saka should be ahead of Odegaard.
I think Saka's been good this season. I don't
He
think
has
he's
been
been.
good. I don't
think
dispute that.
Saka's
I don't
been. I
dispute
don't
that.
think. I think Saka was better last year personally.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
Saka,
think.
I still think Saka's been
I
very
think in terms of
very good this season.
performances, I thought last year it was more moving the needle than this year.
I
This year,
agree.
I feel like there's been just more sometimes getting goals.
Efficiency, efficiency.
Why don't
That
we
makes
throw
sense.
this to the poll? Does Saka deserve to be? It's not even Palmer over Saka, is it? Does Saka deserve to be in this team? Right? It's not Palmer over Saka. What are we trying to ask him?
You don't listen. Remember, actually, it's the fans that are voting.
Yeah.
The fan vote, cool. You lot put Saka or Odegaard. Just do it. Just let's put a poll: Saka or Odegaard.
Okay, cool.
Because Cole Palmer's in, Phil Foden's in.
Wait, hold on. Phil Foden's a shoo-in.
Yes.
Cole Palmer's a shoo-in.
Yes.
So we've said how many players is that left?
We said
Let's just do players
players.
first.
Strikers left after this.
Is Haaland a shoo-in?
Ollie Watkins.
Is Ollie Watkins
For
a
me,
shoo-in?
Is for me personally, it's Isaac and Watkins.
Is Watkins a shoo-in here?
Watkins is a shoe.
Watkins is shoo-in. So we have one position left, gentlemen.
I want Isaac in there, man. I feel like Isaac this season has been crazy, considering the injuries. Considering this Newcastle team isn't as good as it was last year, I just think he's been different class. Some of the finishes, some of the goals, and that isn't to take away from Haaland's numbers. I think Haaland this season has put down the numbers, but there have been too many moments where I feel like performance-wise he hasn't really been there.
Nugget.
Yeah.
What I'll say is,
And maybe that's the standard he set
Who,
last
Haaland?
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just
For
so
me-
freakish.
for me,
And it's
Watkins-
end of the
and
year,
what
And at
I'll
the end of the
say
year,
is
he's
still
still
Watkins,
Watkins-
the golden boot,
Watkins for me has to be a
man. Yeah,
shoo-in.
we've agreed with
Goals,
Watkins.
assists. If Watkins was playing for a different team, the conversation is completely different.
Watkins is
should.
in.
So right now, what we have is we have Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Van Dijk, Rodri, Rice. That's 6, right? Then we have Cole Palmer, we have Watkins, we have Foden. There was someone else we had.
Foden, Palmer.
We're deciding between Saka and Odegaard. That's why you haven't included them.
Okay.
They were Odegaard 1. Listen, I took a screenshot. For all you Arsenal fans that will turn around and start saying, Saka's hated, he's not protected. I know there's a lot of you in here. And you voted Odegaard. Remember, stay on that side. Yeah? Odegaard's my boy anyway. Stay on that
He's
side.
telling them about their own players.
Stay on that
Bro,
side.
you stay on your side.
No. Stay on that side. Because later, I'm telling you, soon, they're going to turn around and say, Saka doesn't get enough respect. It's you guys that don't defend him enough.
Someone's put a
It's
really
you guys.
honourable mention. Like, honourable mentions, they fly up all the time. Solanke, you've had a great year this year. Honourable mention, we'll give you honourable.
Solanke definitely.
McAllister.
No. Before we do honourable mentions.
Yeah.
So okay, Odegaard's in the team. Fan
Odegaard's
vote.
in the team. One position left. If I've done it correctly, because I've said it so many times.
I mean, I have no problem with Haaland.
I just can't see Golden Boot not being in the team.
It's a
I
bit
think
ridiculous.
Golden Boot has to be in the team.
It's a
I think
bit
Isak is a very good honourable mention. 20 goals.
Yeah.
But
With
I've
injuries
got to
as
go.
well.
I've got to go with Haaland, man. Huh?
Is that Haaland?
Watkins has got to be in there, man.
No, Watkins got to be in there.
Has to be in there.
Come on, top goal scorer, top 19
Assist
goals,
as
top
well.
assist.
Yeah.
He has to be in there.
He's got to get in there, innit? Okay, cool. So honourable mentions.
Honourable mentions: Dominic Solanke. I'm on my feet.
I think
You've had
McAllister
an
for
amazing
midfield.
season.
I
McAllister.
think Jared
I'm on my
Bowen
feet.
gets overlooked all the
Jared
time.
Bowen. I'm on my feet. You've had an amazing season. Those 3 in particular as well, especially because of their value to their teams. You take them out. Braithwaite, I think we mentioned in some of that conversation before. Braithwaite. Who else has been really good this year?
Are we talking about midfield or are we talking about attack?
Just in general.
Just
think.
in all positions.
All positions.
Someone's saying people are putting comments.
Ross
Someone's
Barkley.
saying
It
For
was a nice story.
That's
It was a nice story for a
innit?
bit.
Yeah.
people are saying
Morgan Gibbs White is second in top assist.
Aye.
Yeah.
If he was fit all year, and I've said
It
it
would've
before
been
in
a
the
different-
pod, Michael Elise.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
said, I said 2
Brother.
minutes ago.
That
You know,
brother
right now-
has been cooking
I think
every
right now
time
it's
he plays.
19 appearances or 18 appearances, 15 goal involvements.
Bro, he's in my top 3 favourite players, man, at the moment. We're in the league.
Who had stocks first?
Who, Elise?
Bro, actually, we were speaking about Elise in the group chat, though.
Come on,
I
man.
was
From
there in
Reading.
the
Come on,
Championship.
man.
Reading.
Was there.
Um,
Supreme baller. I think he deserves a shout as well.
Douglas Luiz, he was on a crazy tear at the start of the year. Do you remember?
Hey,
Yeah.
we need to give a big shout. Yeah, I know it's the end of the
Mateta.
season. Yeah, Mateta.
yeah.
JPM.
Tucked in shirt, Mateta.
JPM.
Yo, you know what do they say? You know the game's over when you see his shirts tucked in, bro, before it's even started, bro.
JPM.
You know what I
Did
mean?
you see that video
Crazy.
recently as well of him copying all his teammates?
Since
celebration? I was like,
yeah.
That's a real team player right there, man.
He
That's a
deserves
good shout in the chat.
Could
Somebody said, Ait Nori. I think that's a good shout. I
Yeah,
think he's been really
could
good.
he shouts out? Could he shouts out?
Somebody
Trossard?
said
Trossard?
Trossard. I think he's been good as well. Yeah, that's not a bad.
Honorable mention. People are saying Jackson.
Kudos. He was carrying it for a while until West Ham.
Yeah.
Paqueta as well until West Ham decided to throw it away.
Yeah.
I think these guys are all good.
People say
guys,
Jackson.
don't force it with Jackson, man. Like you guys only started rating him now. People like me were rating him from the beginning.
People are saying Kelleher, you know, when he was holding it down for them. All right, cool. So
Salah. People are saying Salah. I don't think Salah's been that good, man. But it is what it is.
Listen,
one of the surprises, I think, Endo.
Yeah, we were having good conversation about Endo at one point.
Surprises,
Yeah,
he was one that shocked me.
he was holding the fort down for them at one point, wasn't he? Benny Blanco's been mentioned.
We've already mentioned
We've
him,
not
yeah.
said a word about KDB.
No, I mean, I don't think
not
KDB
this year.
is-
Come
no,
on.
not this
No,
year.
but I'm just saying that shows where like
Spent half the year
we've
injured,
not
the
said,
other
we've not
half
said
being an
anything
impact
about
player.
him. Not said anything about him. It's just interesting. It's not
No,
usually the
listen,
case.
Every dog has his day, man.
Yeah.
KDB's had his day.
Can I just say, yeah, like obviously because I don't know, is this going to be in our award show? I think we can mention it because it was not even in the nominees. Yeah, he probably won't win it, but I can't believe Sean Dyche wasn't in the manager of the year conversation.
Do you know? I can tell you why.
Absolutely.
I can tell you why.
They don't want him to get nothing in it because of all the sanctions and that.
Well, it's not the sanctions. You have to. He saved that they became safe this month. I think who did they lose to this month? Apart from that, they won every single game. And I think what's happening is, you know, when they put the votes out, it's before this period here. So all of that hard work, when people are finally going, raw, he went in it.
It's
Obviously,
after
and you know the Bournemouth manager's
can't
been
lie.
doing his thing. That's why.
This is what pisses me
Yeah,
off about
he's
all
doing
of
his
these
thing,
awards and everything.
Yeah.
They be announcing them way
Way
too
too
early,
early.
bro. Like, let the actual season finish.
Yeah.
Have like a week where you have all the awards done or
Yeah.
whatever, and everyone goes to these events
Yeah.
or whatever. But I just don't understand why there's still games being played and you're handing out awards.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I heard. People have said that they can't believe we mentioned Havertz.
For what?
Honourable mention.
Honourable mention.
You think honorable mention for team of the year alongside people like Isak and that?
In terms, if
He's had a good contribution to
if-
Arsenal. He's a key cog
terms of
in their late run.
Alright, I'm just saying, if we're
Yeah, but
giving
if they go
Endo
on
a
to
little
win,
bit
he's
of
gonna
credit
be
for, you know, how he
one of the
changed it.
catalysts.
Endo wouldn't be there for me either.
No. I'm just saying we gave Endo a little bit of credit for how he's changed the narrative on himself. I think Kai Havertz massively changed the narrative on
I
himself.
get it, massively changed the narrative amongst what Arsenal have got going on, but for the team of the year,
No. Nobody's saying that for Team of the Year.
yeah, I think that's just.
Give him a little
Just
bit of credit,
honourable
man.
mention.
Come on, man.
Bro, we praised him a second ago, bro. We said his link-up play was brilliant for the goal and that, and he's been doing well.
actually-
Last
we
season
didn't
we
say
said
that.
it. Last episode we were talking about Havertz.
We actually didn't say that.
What the hell? Now we want team of the year shouts. Jeez,
Alright, boom.
Hey, that's reduction in the back there.
bro.
Grinning.
Yeah, these guys are crazy, bro.
Alright, cool. On the awards thing, I understand the point. I thought, like I said before, I think they need to review it because Phil Foden, don't get me wrong, Phil Foden's amazing, imperious, but Phil Foden has like 2 youths. He's been playing for like 5 years. Like, he's not young player anymore. He's like talisman.
Yeah, he's 24. He's
Like,
23, 24.
like you can't have him in
two
there, man. Bro, that's bro. He's
Father of two would know, man.
I'm like,
Hey, don't need to be the father
Bro,
of two.
like, that's a big man. Like, can't nominate him. But yeah, I think the awards are cuts. The fact that Rodri is not nominated is a farce for me.
Yeah.
It's a farce. But it speaks to the whole Man City thing because apparently Guardiola hasn't won a manager of the month since 2021.
That is mad. Because the guy goes on win streaks every
Yeah,
single
nah,
season.
it's a
How
glitch,
is not
though.
what?
Yeah, it's a
You're
glitch
trying
in
to
the
tell
menu.
me there's some months that he hasn't easily done 100% run.
Yeah.
Why is he not the manager of the month?
Yeah, where the 115 begins.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh my gosh. But do you know what? Let's do the question because you know how I'm
Bro,
saying that.
please, I don't want no cease and
So-
desist from the show, bro.
Okay.
I don't want no
apologize.
cease. Man
It was
City on
AI.
smoke
That was
right now.
AI. It wasn't me.
Man
The
City
man
on
said it was
smoke.
AI. You know how I was saying that it should be changed to like a young player season? If it was a rookie of the year thing, who would be like people that would be in the shout for you?
Young player of the year.
Rookie of the year.
As in like
this
their
is
first
their
season.
first season.
Yes.
Is this Braithwaite's first season?
No, well, at
In
Everton.
Prem.
So I think he played last year, didn't he?
For
Or was he on-
PSV.
Or was he away
He was
on
at
loan?
PSV.
So that means, what do you
Yeah.
mean, graduates?
No. In terms
First
of-
season in the
this
Premier
is
League,
their first
yes.
season they're playing Premier League
And
football.
they're
Whether
young.
that's they've come from abroad.
That wouldn't be rookie though. Rookie is like Kobe Mainu, innit? Like first season in football.
Stop, man. You're taking
that
it
is
too
rookie,
American.
though. Yeah, but
we're
that is
talking
rookie, though.
I get what
first
you, I
year.
get what you mean. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're talking about
He's
breakout, yeah.
Americanizing
But I'm talking about,
everything.
That is rookie, bro.
I understand, but you understand European rookie, not the American
FCM rookie.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Our variation.
Our variation will be what? Your first
year.
year
Your
in
Yeah,
the league,
it's-
and you have to be a young player as well.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
be
yeah,
like
you have to be
25.
under 21. Under 21.
Under
Easy
21,
answer.
perfect.
Wait, and it's your first year playing Prem.
Prem.
So Cole Palmer can't be there.
Cole Palmer cannot be there, no.
Oh, Brantford is 21. I'm picking him.
I think Brantwaite's in there. I
mean, by the house narrow you lot have put this, then it has to be Kobe Manu, man.
No!
But you guys were so,
names,
you're basically
names,
the first season playing, first season in the Prem, young.
Kudus?
Man,
Kudus
Hold on,
How old is he?
It might be
How old is Kudus?
what conversation are we having here that Kudus is in this
No,
conversation?
we're saying what names
Is it not? Is it not his first?
Kudus is not young enough, you madmen, bro.
How old is
Century.
Oh, yeah, because you said 21, innit?
I just said 21.
Oh my god.
Adam Wharton's run from January will have him in the
Adam
conversation.
Wharton, great shout.
He's run from January. Will have him in the conversation.
Great half
100%.
season.
Great half season.
I mean, let me see what the comments saying. Wharton, Quanza's a shout. Quanza's a
great
good shout.
Yeah. People are saying
Conor
Gusto's
Bradley?
21. Connor Bradley, yes, shout.
Connor Bradley.
Bro, the way he
Yeah,
replaced
it's alright,
Trent
yeah.
so seamlessly.
Yeah, he was good. Gusto. I think
Gusto's been very good as well.
Gusto's
Gusto's
21,
another
innit?
one. I would go Brantford. I
You
think
can't call it
Brantford's
rookie. That's what I'm saying. We have to change the name.
Breakout
of
the
this.
year.
Okay. Breakout.
I like Breakout.
Breakout,
yeah. Breakout player.
Rookie of the year, main wins.
Yeah.
Nah,
Of course.
he doesn't, bro.
What's he doing?
doesn't win.
You don't understand what rookie means, bro.
I understand what rookie
don't,
means.
you don't.
Graduate. Graduate from your
You
team to
don't,
go first team.
man.
Wait,
You don't.
hold on. Did he play last year?
I don't actually know, actually, to
He
be
did
fair.
still.
Did he, yeah?
Yeah, man.
So then who's the first person to play this year? What, he played like,
got him!
he played like 5 minutes last year,
Yeah.
son? I don't know.
That's 5 minutes too much. Isn't it? Oh, man. Udogi?
Incredible breakout season in my
No,
opinion.
the
But
breakout's
I think
obviously Cole
He's had
Palmer.
hot and cold moments as well.
Yeah.
Um,
It's harsh on Cole Palmer.
It's because you lot are trying to do this one season, first season thing. But
yeah.
if you're talking about breakout,
If
that
you're
is
talking
the
about pure breakout,
that is the
it's Cole
definition
Palmer.
of a breakout season, bro.
Man
Cole
said
Palmer.
broke everyone's records, did everything. Yeah, no, I hear it.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Ah, man. But listen, man, that was fun. Let us know what you think. The production will work out a little graphic of our team. You
And
know.
make sure you put fan voted.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Fan voted.
Oh, my gosh. Champions League.
Let's discuss
Let's discuss.
Madrid.
We're not finished as well, people. Make sure you smash the like button. There's still things that we have to discuss. There's one massive topic we have to discuss as well. But Champions League. Madrid versus Dortmund.
Before we even get to that, I feel like I want to talk about maybe Mbappe.
You want to talk about Mbappe
I
first? Then
want
go
to
to
talk
that?
about Mbappe a little
Let's
bit,
talk
bro.
about Mbappe.
Obviously, he's announced this week he's leaving PSG.
The announcement video he made last year has finally been
Hilarious.
pushed. You know, when you got
Hilarious.
drafts on Instagram, it's still there.
He really tried to drop the LeBron South Beach type moment. It was like, bro, we knew about this 2 years ago, man. Come on, man. It ain't hitting. Fabrizio and all these men have low-key ruined that type of
Yeah,
moment. That would have
yeah.
broke the internet like
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago or whatever.
Facts.
But we need to talk about his Champions League performances this year in that last run for PSG, bro. He was not covering himself in much glory in any of those semi-final fixtures. I felt like even the round before, I don't feel like he kind of performed to the standard that he's kind of really set himself, especially in the Champions League, World Cups, big games, big moments. Mbappe's always been someone you can kind of rely on, but now it's just kind of left a little bit of a taste where it's like, Madrid, especially going on now to win the final, you had the easiest path almost en route to go and play your potential employers. I just felt like it left a little bit of a stain where it's like all the previous years you'd had the excuse of, oh, Neymar's holding you back, oh, Messi's holding you back. This year they said, we're giving you full reign. Go and get your mates, Kolo Muani, Dembouz, bring all your little French
You didn't mention
buddies.
yourself.
Everything.
didn't mention
We're
yourself.
going to give it to you. We'll give you 2/3 of Qatar as well if you like. And that's what they get.
I mean,
So,
he had you
so
coming off
all
the
of
bench.
this charade of, oh, he's leaving PSG's best player, all-time top goal scorer. I'm like, bro, you had the moment to leave them with the ultimate trophy, and you didn't.
My
And you
thing-
remember, this is what I was
just scored,
last
yeah.
year when
He-
we don't care about Liga and you scoring now, man. Go do your thing. But you remember last year when you was like, no, he should have gone Madrid then, and I was like, no, you stay one more year, hometown club, Champions League final run. It all went perfectly.
It was
It was all there. All you had to do was actually turn up, and I felt like you even had Dembouz put in his performance previous round. You had Vitinha, who I thought put in a class performance throughout that game as well. And then you're there just kind of like skulking around. I'm like, bro, come on, man. You're meant to be the best player in the world. Take this by the scruff of the neck. And you let Dortmund get you out of here. Man, like Ryerson.
Would you say it's the first time you've looked at Mbappe like that?
First time. I was
Which
literally
goes-
before the game like, hey, Mbappe redemption. Today it all ends. After that game, I was disappointment is the word I would look at it.
The thing is though, like in Mbappe's career, yeah, there's two moments that kind of stand out. For me, it's the anticlimactic nature of this. Like even if you got to the final and lost, you went out on your sword, right?
Yeah.
This feels a bit like raw. Like you kind of
Dortmund.
we could have just quick simmed the season
credit
for
to
you,
Dortmund
man.
as well.
Like we could have quick simmed this. The other one was when again it was a penalty, but that's when it felt raw. I had not seen him at that low. This doesn't feel like a low though. It just feels a bit bland. Maybe it's the Fabrizio stuff. Maybe it's the fact that we knew he's going to Madrid. Maybe it's the fact that Madrid are overpowered and he's going there anywhere. It doesn't feel like the transfer it should be. I should be like, oh my gosh, he's going to Madrid. It's happened. He's leaving PSG. It doesn't feel like that. I don't think that's a slight on him. I just feel like the chapter would have finished better if he had the finish at PSG and it's like, raw, you did everything. Because now, really and truly, when you look at it, what has Mbappe done at PSG that most other players have not done? Yeah, you broke the records and whatnot, but everyone else that went there broke the records. Everyone else did that.
Zlatan did it.
Everyone's sharing. Each year they're breaking each other's
You didn't
records.
take them to the promise. And again, it's not solely on you, but I felt like he had really, against Dortmund, you have a really good opportunity. And listen, every player has one moment, but it just feels a bit anticlimactic.
But the thing for me, yeah, is that I agree with what you guys are saying, and like you're looking at Mbappe in these moments. But this is what I don't get. Why, and I can see it in the chat as well, everybody's so comfortable talking about Mbappe, what they expect from Mbappe. Why couldn't Mbappe do this in this game? Why couldn't Mbappe do this in that game? But why don't people say that about Harry Kane?
I said the same
As soon as we mention Harry Kane, all of a sudden we have to talk about his teammates. We have to talk about how many people are letting him down. Guess what? Mbappe scored 40-something goals this season too. Where's his teammates? Why are we speaking about Mbappe? Where's Barcola? Where's Dembele? Where's Vitinha? Where's all these guys? But when it's Mbappe, we're just saying, Mbappe rise, Mbappe rise. But the minute you mention Harry Kane, no, what's he supposed to do
He's
this
got to rise as
season?
well.
He's done this, he's done that, he's done that. All I'm saying is the same energy has to be applied, because I
Facts.
spoke about Harry
Facts.
Kane.
No.
People are barbecue saying blah blah blah. You think football is basketball, but I saw the day before you all demanding Mbappe do something.
Facts.
But when it comes to Harry Kane, oh no, what's he supposed to do? Let's sympathize for the guy that's won no trophies in his career.
Can I say something about Harry Kane
What I'll
quickly?
say is
Mbappe's a winner, bro.
No, I agree. But what I think is because it's Kane's first chance.
First
But
chance,
Fuad,
hype,
Fuad,
bro.
listen,
It's not his first chance.
I'm
So
just
Fuad,
thinking
It's not his first chance, Fuad, bro.
You know,
It's not his
Fuad,
first chance,
super
Fuad.
team.
But Fuad,
At a super team.
so yeah, this is where I want to chime in, because with the Harry Kane thing, I had to sit down and think about it on a deeper level. And what I came away with was, what was the reason that Bayern Munich bought Harry Kane?
For these moments.
There you go. People have been scoring goals. Choupo-Moting's been scoring goals. Tell would have probably scored 20 goals. Bayern have been winning the league. You got there. Not only did they not win the league, they lost the league. And in the high pressure moment, the big moment where it's like, we need the goals. It's not just the goals, we need the performance. We need you to take us to the promised land. We have seen what you have done, and you've not had any tools around you. Okay, we're giving you tools now. And it didn't happen.
My thing is, yeah, when people talk about, well, Dortmund, Bayern Munich were falling off last year. They got lucky to win the league last year. That's what people said. Now, listen, guys, we're all chairmans right now. Our team is falling off. Yeah, we all had a struggle season, but we won the league. But we saw in our team, we need something. What would you probably say? Let's go buy the best striker in the world, right?
Yep.
Ain't that best striker in the world meant to be an aid so your team get better?
Yep.
Why is it now they get worse? And it's like, well, last season they were bad anyway. You buy the best striker in the world, your team is meant to improve. When Man United didn't win the league in 11-12 with Aguero, we added Van Persie, night. See, forget about the title. But my team is frailing. I bring in Harry Kane, the best striker in the world, and we get worse.
Hojlund.
But you don't look at, bro, it's absolutely mental to me. It doesn't make sense.
Also as well,
it doesn't make sense. How does that make sense?
It's the way the conversations are framed are very peculiar, but you can't take anything away from the fact that with Harry Kane, he will look at himself and be like, this was not how it was supposed to end. Because we're not just talking about
It's
the league.
not ended though, has it?
No, but listen, we're
He's
not
still
talking
got
about
a couple more years to go.
No, but what I'm saying, the first season, it's bad enough the first game you get there.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity. All of Sky Sports, they've thrown all of their team. Harry Kane's gonna get his trophy. They get bopped by whatever team. Then you get bopped in the cup. Then you lose to by Leverkusen.
He didn't play in the cup.
No,
Fair enough.
the first one he didn't play.
Yeah.
The first one, the Super Cup, whatever. He didn't play.
I think he didn't play in
the league one and whatnot.
as well, he
Whatever.
didn't
The
play.
league.
Bro,
So what?
They
The
came
whole-
up against a witchcraft Leverkusen side, and then on the other end they came up against a witchcraft Hojlund scoring 2 goals off the bench.
Why does okay?
Did you watch it v Granada yesterday?
Okay, but why is it?
Bro, the Breakout hit Bandor.
No, but why is it always? No, but why?
But now Hojlund dropping classics in the Champions League.
But why
semis.
is it? Why does the moment fall to Hojlund? Why does it fall to Choupo-Moting's? Why does it fall to
I
Didier
agree.
Drogba's?
He's
Why
stamped
does
it up on the
why
bench.
does
Wait, that's
wait, hold on. No,
Why-
I'm not saying Drogba and Hojlund. I'm saying why?
Put a pause.
No.
You have to put a big pause.
No, I'm saying-
that's like saying like, I don't know, flipping someone that says Zidane. Put a pause.
I'm saying, why does the moments always seem to fall for other players? We're gonna sit and say, well, Hojlund just stole this. Hojlund, but Hazard Kane can't.
No, I
Oh,
agree.
you have to- in the
Kane should have done better, and Bayern Munich for me should have at least made a better game of that in the second leg. But at the same time, I think
Kane
that
was killing
Mbappe-
counters.
To compare the Mbappe situation to this one, for me, I think it's 2 different stories in my opinion. You've got Kane, who's playing in his first Bayern team that is actually competing at this level. Because let's be honest, Spurs were never competing at these levels.
But, bro, you could have
I
won thing. I'm not trying to do the Spursy
the
thing,
Spurs
but-
weren't there, but the Mbappe thing, bro, this has been like the whole story of your career, what we've been leaning towards. And that was what we got.
Yeah.
That for me deserves more damning than Harry Kane.
The
there.
reason why I can't
disagree.
sit, the reason why I
I
can't sit
disagree.
on that is because we're talking about Mbappe, who's a proven winner.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on.
Exactly.
He's a proven
Even
winner.
more
he's
reason.
He's proven in big moments. He's won a World Cup. This is why I'm like, okay, cool. You want these moments to happen. But the fact that we can sit here and be questioning Mbappe more than somebody that's been in these moments that we call the best striker in the world, he's got to deliver just as much as Mbappe has.
You've literally just... The
But you
fact
got
that
we're
Mbappe's
sitting on
been
two
there,
different
the fact
sides.
that-
No, I can't question.
I'm
walk away and say, listen, damning
I'm
on
not
Mbappe
saying-
when
I'm
I
not
know
saying-
he's going to go do it next season.
I'm not saying
Kane,
Harry
can
Kane
you
deserves-
guarantee he's going to
Wait,
do it
hold on,
next
no,
season?
but
Hold on. No, I'm not even getting at you, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
can you guarantee that Kane next season is going to deliver?
I think if Bayern Munich put a better team there, I think he
but do you
definitely
know-
could.
do you know I
You're
can't
not
buy
all of
this?
a sudden saying Harry Kane can't deliver at the top
Fred,
level.
you know I
now.
He
can't buy
doesn't.
this.
He hasn't
Fred,
done it.
Fred, you know I can't buy
I
this.
understand
Even
that,
England,
and
big
that's why he's
moments.
gone to Bayern.
This is
Even
wh-
England,
this is
we
why I can't
compete.
buy it.
Yeah.
Penalty miss for England.
Right.
Champions League final, you're injured and whatnot. You've been in big moments before.
Euro final,
But like,
poor
we've
performance.
seen you in big moments before. This is not the
Right.
first big moment he's had.
I agree.
Exactly. So he has a. If we're going on track records with Harry Kane,
We started this. What I'm saying is we started this conversation with Mbappe and talking about how this has been like a 4 or 5 year story leading to this point. You're now going to meet your future employer, and then we pivoted to, but how comes Kane doesn't get any criticism?
No, so-
they
No,
are
I
two
don't like-
complete different situations in
so
my opinion.
I don't
Cam's-
like saying,
Cam's
by the way,
point-
I'm not
Cam's
saying
point,
criticism.
yeah.
I'm not
That's what I'm.
pointing
yeah.
hate
But
to
that's
it.
Yeah.
you've almost lumped the two together
No,
as
no,
if
no.
they're the
Cam's-
same
yeah.
type
Cam's
of thing.
point- Cam's
my
point
point-
was-
no, it is.
No,
Cam's
my
point was the way
point-
people ridiculed.
Thank you,
People
bro.
were ridiculing Mbappe, be like, "Oh my gosh, you're the big stage and whatnot."
And then Harry Kane- then you
and
feel
Harry Kane
sorry
got
for Harry Kane.
and then Harry Kane got away. Harry Kane got
One
no
is.
ridicule.
I'm sorry.
By the way, though, let's not act like Harry Kane is just some people.
No.
People call him the best striker in the world.
Who was up against the best centre-back in the world, Rudiger, as well, in Madrid. And then you've got Mbappe playing a Dortmund side who are lucky, most people saying, to even be there. That's why I'm saying the two are different.
Hey, but listen, if we're having a real conversation,
I disagree.
You lot are letting
I
Mbappe off
disagree.
scot-free
I
here.
disagree.
If
I
we're having a real
disagree.
conversation, that Schlotterbeck and Hummel's performance, whoo! It's
Nah,
like watching the Italian teams in the 90s, bro.
Bro,
I
for
was
me-
like, whoa.
For me, I'm at the position where I can look at both fairly. I can look at Mbappe and say Mbappe should have done better. But the same way that you can sit there and single out Mbappe should be doing better is the same thing that people should be saying about Harry Kane.
Facts.
I
No
do
one
not see.
disputes that.
I do not see how the elite winner should receive more hate than the guy that people call the. No, listen, sorry.
Nobody's
So wait.
saying
Let me
more
stop.
hate.
Let me stop.
Nobody's saying
I don't
more
want to say
hate.
the word hate. Let's not say. But I don't want to bring hate to any player, but can receive more criticism than the player who seemed called the best player in the world, 30 years old. This is your moment, and doesn't deliver yet again. I just don't see how you can look at that person
way.
and
My
not
whole-
look at
my
that.
whole
Against
thing
the-
on
That's how I
Dortmund
see it.
side, bro.
Fred, my whole thing with it
Dortmund,
was-
Madrid.
Bro, that doesn't. That's
Dortmund, Madrid.
Madrid's not the reason why he was passing all his. He was passing it off the
I
pitch.
agree, but that's definitely a factor as to why one deserves more criticism
with
than
both
the
of
other.
them. My whole thing is
His whole
even with
Champions League run
Mbappe,
was meaty in
even
the
with
sense
Mbappe,
that Mbappe was. It's the same thing. It's
with
what I'm saying.
Mbappe, it's not even whether what.
So then say it then.
I do.
No, you
That's
ain't.
what
You
I've said
ain't.
this
You
whole
ain't.
time.
You
And
ain't.
I'm like, bro, you're letting Mbappe off. And he said, I'm letting Kane off. And I'm like, I haven't let Kane off.
My whole thing is the Harry Kane disappointment is about this moment. The Mbappe one is more about not completing the story. Cody Rhodes thing. I felt like if you stayed for that long and it's like you weren't moving to Madrid, whatever, and we had to go through everything we went through, you had the perfect choice. Literally, it was for you. You could have faced them at Wembley. And yeah, that's where the disappointment is. You can talk about performances if you like. My whole thing
Because
is
guess what now, yeah? Now he's going to leave this summer. He's going to go to Madrid, yeah? A Madrid side that's just won the league. Jude Bellingham there, potentially having a Ballon d'Or campaign. Vinicius there. And now you're going to tell me they have to pivot that away because Mr. Best player in the world has come. After that Champions League campaign you've just put down.
Yeah.
Bro, there's going to be conversations about need to be
100%.
had about that, bro. Like, what's going to happen?
You can't walk
Because
in
it
like
ain't going to be good. Pass the buck to him.
you can't walk in like it's your team.
I said this on BR. I said that I feel at this point now he needs them more than they need him.
Yeah.
And he needs Real Madrid more than they need him right now, right? Because if imagine they go and do the double, why would I'm not saying they don't need him, but life's good, right? I get that. But anyway, I can't go
the one thing I'll say
Kane
though
got
is
too much sympathizers.
No, 100%. The one thing I'll say though, yeah.
You don't want to cuss on Mbappe.
The one
I get you.
Nah,
one thing I'll say
it's
about-
not.
one
It's
thing I'll
not
say about
coming
Mbappe
soon.
is,
Me,
obviously, yeah, club is club and whatever, yeah. But we all know what time it is. Mbappe will go to the Euros and potentially do a madness, and it's like, you know what? Okay, cool.
Look, I will be there again when
For the-
England get to the quarters,
Yeah,
gets a
and Harry
semi.
Kane.
We get the regular Harry Kane no-show. I'll be there for the new excuses. That's all I'm saying. And you know, I'm a fan of Harry Kane, but I'm tired of the excuse. You're 30 years old. He's going 31 years old.
Yes,
and these are the moments. We lived in a whole world where we were saying that when Harry Kane gets to a team, it's going to be peak.
So his first
Same
season,
season. He might as well
bulldoze him.
it was deja vu. He might as well he did the exact
So
same
the
thing.
first year he
done at
gets
Spurs.
to a super team, you don't want to bulldoze him and say, forget it. Yeah, we knew he was crap.
The
anyway.
first season he gets to a super team, they ain't won a trophy
Since
the first
2012.
time since
So that's all on Harry Kane now.
It's not a coincidence, let me tell you that, brother.
Okay.
It's a spooky coincidence, Fred.
Cool.
It's a spooky coincidence, Fred.
Cool.
It's a spooky
I'm
coincidence.
glad everyone's writing off
It's
Kane.
a spooky
Stay on
coincidence.
that side.
No one's
Stay
written
on that side.
Yeah.
written him off?
Stay
Hey,
on
listen,
that side.
no.
Who's written him off?
Shut up.
Euros.
Shut up.
Where
Your lines are drawn.
As a Kane. Euros. Let's go. It's coming home. I hope.
I hate this guy.
Because against France,
I
it
hate
could've
this
come home.
guy.
Boy.
Come on, Harry Kane.
Boy.
Come on, Kane.
You're a sick man.
Come on,
You're a
Kane.
sick
A lot of
Let's
people
go.
spent good money to go to that family. You know?
Let's go, Kane. Let's go, Kane.
Hey, let's do
Listen.
champs and duds, man.
Harold Kane. Harold
Let's
Kane.
go, Kane.
Champs and duds, man. Let's go into it.
You know who I'm giving my champ to?
I've got a champ and a dud at the same time.
Oh, go on.
Said Berahino.
Oh, nice.
He did a Q&A online.
That was funny still.
And like they were saying, so they asked him one question where he was like, if your career went the right way and you went to Spurs and whatnot, where do you think you'd be now? He said Real Madrid.
But you know, he said it like that uncle that bought his
Madrid.
shoes. Valentino
Madrid.
from Madrid.
He was also like, what happened with Stoke? He's like, everyone there is shit. I appreciate he's a champ for freeing the realness, but he's also a dud because it's like, well, there's surely got to be some accountability on your part. And the Madrid thing was just a bit too...
That was funny.
It was a bit too Berahino. It's a bit too thing for me. So he's a champ and dud for me.
Go on.
I've also got a champ for Hudson-Odoi.
Okay.
I've got a champ for Hudson-Odoi for celebrating. I respect it, but also for finding himself again. He's only 20.
Same age as Sancho and all that.
Yeah, he's only 23. Like I have a lot of time for players finding themselves, especially when they come into the team young and things go left and right and whatnot. The way he's performed at Forest this season, if someone wanted to make a move for him, he could kickstart again. Like, so I've got a champ for him as well. I respect it.
My champ will be Ishaku Abdul Fattah.
My dog.
You see that kid, yeah?
My dog.
What he has done, let me just get the club detail perfectly spot on, because he's basically just had his move to Leicester made permanent for 16 million.
So the club gets 7 mil.
Yes. So his original club in Ghana, which is called Steadfast, they sold him to Sporting Lisbon for 0, but said, you see, when you sell that kid on, because 50%. We know he's going to be special, give us 50% of that fee. They played the long game.
Yeah.
And now they're about to get 7.9 million in the bank, and the highest they've ever received for a player was 25 grand.
That's insane.
So I'm like, yo, he has literally changed that club.
Put the hood on.
Literally.
Man said the club.
And he was only at the
Grassroots.
club as recent as 2021, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, it was only like 2-3 years ago.
He was at Sporting playing for the B and C teams. Went to Leicester. Him and Mavididi. Whoo!
Bro,
Cooking.
he put the hood on, but he's gonna go back to
And
his
do you
block
remember-
soon, like King Von.
Do you remember AFCON
Give
as
out
well?
money to the hood.
He
bro.
got called up by Ghana and he refused the call up and then got sent off and was suspended for Leicester throughout the AFCON thing. So at the time, I remember we gave him a dud.
Yeah.
But end of the season now, he's fully
turned
turned it around and
Turned it around.
got them promotion, been one of their best players, and now obviously he's put the club back on. So for me, that's a big champ
That's a
right
good
there.
one.
And a dud, I'm going Troy Deeney for once again putting his foot where it doesn't belong in his mouth and saying, ask
He's
anybody when they remember memorable goals, they only remember Aguero and me versus Leicester. Brother, what? Hey, listen, and this ain't the first time. Was it the last time? Was it a few months ago when he
Him and
said
Harry-
him and Harry Kane? He said, "Is Harry Kane a better footballer?"
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely. Can he head the ball better than me? No. Can he control the ball better than me? Like, look after it when there's 2 men on your back. No. So when you're winning a game in the 85th minute and you need someone to come on because he's getting tired of what? He can't do what I do. Blood, look what your Harry Kane slander has done. Huh? You're letting guys like this talk this crazy.
Right,
Oh
let me
my
put my hand
days.
up. Let me put my hand up.
Hey, Troy Deeney, my dad.
Let me not lie to you.
He's the funniest
me not lie to you.
of all time. I don't care what no one
That clip
tells me.
came out on Thursday. Do you know what was on Friday? No, that clip came out on Wednesday. It was on Friday.
Oh, God.
The anniversary of that goal. And I watched it back and I said, you know what? Let me not lie to you. That goal moves me still.
Hey, nah.
Because, do you know what people forget about that goal? Do you know what people forget? Because
It
it's
was
against
a- it
Leicester.
was
a
No,
incredible goal.
It was on Leicester. It was against Leicester.
Yeah.
Go and see who was on the bench for Leicester.
Yeah, it's Kane, innit?
Oh,
Vardy,
Kane
yeah.
and Vardy, both on the bench.
Yeah, see,
No, 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 no.
So when he's talking- so when he's talking-
The thing about
so
the
when
old
he's
days
talking
is they the old days.
Are they saying that Harry Kane has not been able to deliver from back then?
Oh my god. Yeah, I get me up. Get me
See,
up.
when
Aye, I'm going
Deeney was
home.
delivering
Is this what we're doing?
promotion, holding the ball up,
Aye,
doing what Kane can't
two
do.
men.
Can he head the ball better?
two men.
No. Could he do it? No. Hey, Deeney. That's my champ. 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 That's my champ.
Do you know why it's
He gave Kane the blueprint on how to deliver.
Nah, shut up.
And
shut
he
up.
still didn't.
You man are actual
didn't learn.
clowns. You man are actual clowns.
And then Vardy gave the blueprint on how to win the Premier League.
You lot,
And he didn't learn.
you lot are letting them get away with
And
this.
then the FA Cup.
Harry Kane.
Vardy gave him the blueprint.
He's not learning from his
Wallahi, you lot are
shoulders.
so sick dudes.
Oh, man.
Man are a sickness.
Man.
This is a Nigerian sickness right here.
Man.
Is what we're witnessing.
Man.
Let's
But
wrap
listen,
it
man.
up, yeah, let's wrap it up,
Listen,
let's wrap
man.
it up.
That's all the champs and duds. Actually, I got another champ. Fabregas, Como, getting promoted.
Yeah, nice.
That's a nice one.
That's
That's a nice
Skype,
one.
man.
Listen, like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back next week. Listen, final game of the Premier League season. That means that episode's going to be blockbuster. We'll be hailing the champions.
Aye.
Will it be the blue team? Will it be the red team?
Will it be?
We don't know. One thing is for sure. We will be here more than you believe.
See you on Tuesday.
We're out.